I am Batman. Average Sniper.
Hey, what's up everybody? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another Warzone video. So in this video, I'm playing the new solos game mode called Stimulus Solos. And if you guys don't know what this is, let me go ahead and take a few minutes to explain it to you. So this is a new mode that replaced the original solo. So if you play solo, this is the only mode you can play right now in Call of Duty Warzone, and I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be around. But here's how it works. You spawn in with $4,500 in stimulus cash, and there is no gulag. You can come back as many times as you want after being killed, which means you can respawn back in as long as you have $4,500 in your wallet. So the only way you basically die in this game and have to start over is if you are broke and don't have the $4,500. There is also huge amounts of cash laying around. This is actually more like playing Plunder than it is playing a battle royale mode because people spawn back in so many times. I've got so many double and triple kills on people that come back for revenge after I kill them. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Having said that, I do enjoy getting a lot of kills in an open world environment where death is a possibility. It's just not as much of a possibility as it usually is in most battle royale scenarios. So I think most people are either going to love this or hate this. I went through my I love this and I hate this phase while I was streaming it for the first time. And then I kind of just went, meh, it is what it is. I played it normally like I would normally play a battle royale, and I ended up getting a win, which you will see in this video. But this is where it's kind of like Plunder, where you can see people parachuting back in from the gulag, or I guess in this mode it's not the gulag, it's just people respawning back in that have cash. You also retain a lot of the cash that you have when you die. You don't retain all of it, but you retain a good amount of it. So that $4,500 comes out, and then you still have a lot of your cash left over. And since there's so much cash laying everywhere, it's kind of pointless to go after contracts to get cash. Normally in solo mode, I would go after contracts to obtain cash quickly so that I can get my loadout drop. But you can actually find cases of money up to $5,000 a piece in regular old loot boxes just laying around the map. You know, it's nothing special about them. I remember I spawned in with $4,500 in one match, and I opened 2 loot boxes, and I already had like 14,000 some dollars just out of 2 loot boxes. It was crazy. So they definitely give you enough money to stay alive, and pretty much everybody has a loadout drop. If you die, you can just land back on, where you died and pick up the weapons. And if you want the perks back, you can just buy another loadout drop. But the loadout drops still drop in normally at the end of the first circle and towards the end of the match. So here's what happens when you die. So this guy snipes me. He must have been able to see me after that first hit, and then he finishes me off. But I had a lot of money in my wallet, so it gives you this little countdown waiting to respawn. And then you parachute back into the game. So my plan at this point, since I got sniped from pretty far away, I figured I could just land on the loot that I lost and get my guns, my equipment, my plates, my medical supplies back. And, I guess the only medical supplies in this game is really plates, so get my plates back and my guns. But the only problem with this is now I don't have the perks. And the perks are really important, especially perks like Ghost, EOD, and Cold-Blooded. The third perk isn't really that important. I would say Ghost is the most important perk in this game. And I believe right now in this class I'm running Cold-Blooded, Ghost, and Amped, so I can swap weapons faster. But the sniper that shot me was from the south, and this is a perfect example of how you get revenge when you come back in. The zone was pushing him. I saw him running towards me, and I got a couple hits on him. I played aggressively. You can see he's sniping there, so I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. Didn't really look at his name. Killed him. I believe it's a revenge kill, not 100% sure, but assuming this is the guy, I let my dog eat him to show him that I'm not happy with him sniping me from far away. But he'll probably spawn back in, because death is just not permanent in this game mode. That's pretty much all there is to it, guys. It's just regular solos where you can respawn if you have at least $4,500, and there are huge amounts of cash laying around the map so that everybody can keep respawning in until the end of the game. Now, what this does is it adds a lot more action to the game. There's always people to fight. There's always people to use your assassination moves. I just love this dog one. I love the dog one. I don't really have any other ones either, so that's probably has something to do with it. Now we're getting towards the end of the game, and you can see under the mini-map, the timer has reached 0 seconds. So right around the same time the gulag would close in a normal match, the buybacks close. So once you die, you're done. This was the last guy. He got the best of me. I knew I wasn't going to be able to self-revive, but you got to try. So I lost that game, second place, 14 kills. Not too bad of a match. I actually really enjoy those high kill matches. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? So I spawned into another match, which is going to be a great example for how many times you can die and come back. I know there's a guy right around this door, but I didn't know that he was ready for me and had an SMG. Totally outshot me. The guns you pick for your engagements in this game are so important. I probably should have had my dual wield pistols out there for that close range engagement, but I still wasn't sure whether the guy was on the roof or below me. But anyway, he kills me. I still had plenty of money. I spawned back in. I loot up. I got $16,900 within a matter of like a minute. I go to this loadout drop, but there's actually two people guarding the loadout drop. One guy shoots me from the roof and the other guy shoots me from behind. So I'm dead again, but since I had 16.9K in cash, I am able to respawn in 5 seconds. And that was 2 deaths right there. Excuse me, a little tired. That was 2 deaths right there, and I decided to come back by the loadout drop, but I'm going to land on the roof where the guy was camping and see if I maybe can take him out with a pistol. But when I land, I don't see him anywhere. So I open this box, hoping there's going to be a gun. There's not, but now I have enough cash. You see all that cash that came out of that crate? Now I have $8,200, so I have more than enough cash to respawn back in. But the guy kills me again. So in normal Battle Royale, I would have already failed this match 3 times. I died 3 times in the same match. But since I got money, I can come back. Ain't that how the world works? So this time I decided to play it a little smarter. I went and looted for a gun before I went to the loadout drop again. And this time the guy did not see me. I either assume he left that roof or he was busy looking in a different direction. But right here, we are able to get some sweet payback. I see a guy sniping from the west. I get a kill on him, and I just noticed that it says revenge when I kill him. So I'm like, oh, that was the same guy that just killed me last time. He comes back the same way I did, and I kill him again. So the guy that's killed me a couple times, well, actually, he killed me once, but he helped kill me the first time. He has now been revenge killed. So I continue the map. Now that I have my loadout, I definitely stole that kill. Somebody was shooting the crap out of that guy from the roof. Stole that kill. Pull out the heartbeat sensor as I run away, and I see somebody coming around the corner here. No visual. Pull out the heartbeat sensor again, but there he is. Get some nice chest shots on him. Finish him off. He did good too. He took all my armor plates away. He only needed 2 more bullets to finish me. That was a pretty... I like those kind of gunfights where you're matched up against another good player and you both hit each other a lot, and it basically comes down to who gets the last bullet or 2 in. Those are great. So these are basically just the rest of the highlights from this match. I kind of held my ground here towards the center. I was really wanting to go for this win. We are only 5 kills in, but we're going to get plenty more. Don't worry about that. Sneaking around with the Akimbo 3-round burst Renettis ever since they nerfed the revolvers. This has been my go-to secondary. Haven't found much use for sniping in these stimulus solos lately since everybody has easy self-revives or just comes right back. I've pretty much been keeping it to close-range combat, hanging out around loadout drops and buy stations because that's where you'll catch the most people coming in. I don't sit there and camp them and just aim at a loadout station or something like that. I just stay around the general area so I can see people flying in. Now, I climbed this ladder, but it stopped me from climbing right here, and I didn't know what was going on. I was like, okay. So I tried to climb again, and it stopped me again right here. Then the guy on top almost shot me. Maybe he was too close to the ladder or something. He jumped down and made a huge mistake. He couldn't get off the parachute. I get him with the jump shot, finish him off real quick. I'm really in need of some plates, so I loot this guy super fast, grab his plates. He's got 5 of them. And then I decided to go back up on that ladder because honestly, in any game mode, when it's coming down to the final circle, high ground is going to be your best bet, and just hope that the circle ends with you being able to keep your high ground. So killed that guy that ran around the corner. Then I hear some shots over to the north, and you can see that the timer has ended, so there's no more spawning in. That's over. So this is just regular solos now. If you die, it's over. There's no coming back to life. So all these people I'm killing, they are finding new matches, sending them back to the lobby like it should be in a battle royale. So what do you guys think about this game mode? Let me know in the comments section. Like I said, I went through, when I first played it, I really liked it because it was so much action. Then I got tired of all the people I killed, you know, just coming back for revenge. It was kind of boring and monotonous. And I also got tired of the people just sitting there and hard scoping loadout drops and buy stations, because that is a legit strategy, even though it's kind of, you know, kind of a toxic strategy. It is a legit strategy, and that kind of made me mad. Now I just take it for what it is, and I play it normally like I would normally play a solo, and I just end up getting more kills. So I guess it's alright. It's not the Battle Royale experience that gets your heart pumping and or your blood pumping and your heart racing. It still feels like you can go ahead and die as much as you want until you get to the final circle. So here's the last guy right here. We shoot him in the back for an easy Warzone victory. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more. Press that join button to support. Later, everyone.